went back in time to kill the evil from the future. Ren said excitedly, "Whoa, it is really huge." She ran ahead and added, "Boss, that one. I want to eat that one." Mariette Dunalef explained calmly, "The royal capital is the most developed city in the Elas kingdom. Because the royal palace is located here, all the government ministries are clustered around it. It is also the central transportation hub, with routes spreading out in every direction." Corin Locke said quietly, "I was not particularly keen on coming back, though." Alicia Arden tilted her head. "Why not? Is this not your hometown, Corin?" "Well, yeah," Corin replied, "but let us just say I have some painful memories. Anyway, why did you bring so much stuff?" He glanced at Mariette Dunalef, who was carrying several bags. "I did not know what your mother and father would like," Mariette answered. "What kind of people are your family, Corin?" "They are normal," Corin said. "My parents run a restaurant, and my little sister attends the Royal Academy." Family. Huh. To me, family had always been an awkward concept. Ever since coming to this world, home had never truly felt like home. I was basically a stranger from Earth who had only taken over the memories and shell of Corin Locke. In truth, Park Sai-Hu denied this new life until the very, very end. Maybe I would have done the same as well. If Corin Locke had not had a family, in the previous regression, I had been confused too. I did not know whether I had overwritten Corin Locke's soul, or if we had merged into some entirely new being. But my family naturally accepted me on the day I suddenly became a different person. From then on, I accepted it too. "To me," Corin Locke said as he looked at his home, "the family I have here are the people who created who I am now." He swallowed and continued, "It has been so long since I last saw them. I feel a bit guilty and nervous." Corin knocked on the door. "Ahem," he said to himself. "Actually, in this regression, it is my first time meeting them." He opened the door and immediately cried out, "Mother, father, your unworthy son has come back." I could not help tearing up for no reason. Suddenly something struck him square in the face. "Ugh," he groaned in pain. "Mother, father, little sis," Corin said weakly. Father Locke pointed the end of a broom at Corin and shouted, "You, why?" Corin asked in confusion. With rage burning in his eyes, Father Locke roared, "You are not my son. Get out of my son's body, demon." "Father," Corin said, sweating, "I know it has been a long time since I came home, but still, is that what you will say to your son?" Father Locke pointed into the house and shouted, "Look at this. Do you know what all this is?" "How would I know what that is?" Corin replied. Father Locke grabbed a piece of cloth and yelled, "You brat! 1 hour earlier." "How?" Father Locke stammered. "Why is the hero of the witch war, Madame Josephine, in my house? And the headmistress of the academy my son attends," Aaron Danua said with a smile. "Corin is truly an excellent student. He is the top of our second-year class at the academy. And personally, my dear Corin and I even have a personal relationship." Mother Locke muttered to herself, "My dear Corin, a personal relationship? And what is with those shy eyes?" "Well then, Mother." "Father," Aaron Danua said cheerfully, "I have an appointment at the royal palace, so I will be going first. I will leave you with these gifts." That is it not?" Mother Locke whispered. Yes," Father Locke replied. "Even if she is older, that is fine. What matters is their feelings, do you not think? But would it not be a bit odd if our daughter-in-law is older than us?" Mother Locke asked. The parents said together, confused. At that moment, Lunia Arden arrived and knelt politely. "And you are?" Father Locke demanded. "My name is Lunia Arden," she said, "your son's fiancée. Since I was called to the capital by the royal family, I stopped by to pay my respects. Arden of the East." Father Locke thought in shock. "To the parents of my fiancée," Lunia continued. "The Arden family offers this small token of our heart. Please do not feel burdened by it. 7. Jenny, bring the prepared gifts." A brilliant light filled the room as treasures shimmered with golden radiance. "Ah!" the Locke parents gasped. Father Locke snapped back to reality and shouted, I sent you out to study, and what do? Was it not enough that you seduced your teacher? Now you are engaged. You are a two-timing punk, stringing along women and wringing money out of them." "My son is a two-timer?" he yelled again. "Calm down, dear. You need to calm down," Mother Locke pleaded. Mother, father," Corin said weakly. The parents stood there, shocked and confused. Mariette Dunalef stepped forward gracefully. "Hello, my name is Mariette Dunalef." And I am Alicia Arden," Alicia added. "I am Corin's friend, Warren," said simply. "I am Ren," said brightly. "I am under the care of your son." Lying on the floor, Corin scratched his head, sweat dripping down his face. "Ha ha. The Locke parents looked at one another in confusion. He is with more than 2 women, they muttered to themselves. Mother Locke flared up in rage. Son, I am disappointed, Father Locke shouted. I cannot believe you are my son. That thing is not my son. He is obviously possessed by a demon. Get out of my son's body. No, wait, Corin Locke cried out. This is a misunderstanding. I have never even dated anyone yet. At that moment, his younger sister suddenly stepped forward. Jewelry glittered all over her body as she spoke up firmly. Mom, Dad, at least hear him out. You know he is not the kind of guy to date a bunch of girls at once like some playboy. Corin sighed in relief inwardly. As expected, you are the only one on my side, Sia. But since when did you put on all those gold accessories? Sia turned slightly, her diamond earrings sparkling as she spoke again. I am sure he has his reasons. If he is a man of responsibility, then for his true love, he will choose one person and be with her. Right? Corin froze, cold sweat trickling down his back. That is right, Father Locke declared. If you are the son I raised, you would never toy with a woman's heart like that. You would devote all your love to one person. Well said, Sia. Mother Locke agreed. Mariette Dunalef, Alicia Arden, Huaran, and Ren all silently turned their gazes toward Corin. Their eyes burned with quiet intensity. Corin stammered, wiping his sweat. One person? Mariette stepped forward smoothly. Mother, Father, I brought some gifts up from the south. The south? Dunalef? Mother Locke gasped. Oh my goodness. Please speak casually to us, Duchess's daughter. My older sister came this morning, Alicia said shyly. I am the younger one. Would you like some honey bomb candy? Oh, Sia exclaimed. Then you must be the Arden family's second daughter. I love honey bomb candy. She popped one into her mouth and smiled brightly. So sweet. Wait, Sia added, tilting her head. Then Miss Alicia would become Corin's sister-in-law? Probably, Alicia replied. From my sister's point of view, Corin would be her brother-in-law, I guess. Ugh, Sia muttered to herself. What on earth is she talking about? Ha. Alicia laughed awkwardly. Meanwhile, Huaran quietly opened the door and stepped outside. Out on the street, Ren crossed her arms. You just ran off on your own, and this is what you do? If the other girls are doing things, we should do something too. Be quiet, Huaran whispered. Just grit your teeth, close your eyes, and listen to me this once. Corin will like it too. This is the best. You look so cute. This is way too revealing, Huaran protested, covering herself. Men are weak to skin, Ren said proudly. That is from Volume 1 of Chief Professor Josephine's romance novel. And think of Mariette and Alicia. Compared to them, is this not normal? They have all gone insane, Huaran muttered. And that novel is not normal either. I am changing back. You bought new clothes? Corin said, blinking. You were always pretty, but seeing you dressed like this, you look different. You should have dressed like this from the start. He hesitated before adding, I am also not exactly in a situation to go back home right now. Do you want to look around the capital with me? Oh my, Ren teased softly. Huaran blushed deeply. She reached out and held Corin's rough, calloused hand. Okay, Ren smiled to herself. I will have to borrow Volume 2 of Professor Josephine's romance novel too. Ha. Corin and Huaran walked through the streets hand in hand. This place has the best food, Corin said. A short while later, he added, Have you ridden that ride? Moments later, we just need to go this way. Okay, Huaran replied quietly as she walked beside him. Wow, Corin said. It is already night. Already? Huaran exclaimed. Already? Ren echoed from afar. This is the last stop, Corin said. He lay down on the ground and continued. I had some circumstances before, and I lived here for a while. Well, hiding here is more accurate. This is a hidden spot I discovered back then. Since we came all this way, I wanted to show it to you. It is cramped, Huaran said softly, her cheeks red. Yeah, but, Corin smiled. It is the clearest from here. Above them, the sky stretched endlessly, billions of stars shining brightly. Wow, Huaran whispered. Sometimes, Corin said, you need a place like this. It is nice to share beautiful things with everyone. But there are times when you want to have something, all to yourself, just for a while. I am like that too, Huaran said. When you are with other girls, I get angry. When I am in your arms, I feel at ease. When you touch me, my heart races. I think. She paused and looked at Corin with a soft, sparkling aura. I like you, a confession without a shred of lie or pretense. But how am I supposed to answer that? Maybe my father is right. Maybe I do deserve a beating. I pretended not to notice, but Mariette, Alicia, and even Huaran, I know that they all like me. It is something I have been agonizing over. In the end, who will I end up with? But the problem is not so much about the who, it is the ending up part. When I clear the scenario, I might get a chance to return to Earth. If that time comes, what choice should I make? If I leave this world behind, then the person I am with, will I really be able to keep living well after breaking up with that person? So in the end, my answer is, I am sorry, but Warren suddenly leaned closer and kissed him. The night sky seemed to blaze brighter, as if billions of stars shimmered all at once. Corin gasped for air. Warren blushed beautifully and asked softly, "Did you hate that?" Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.